If you play the finals, you know Embark Studios built one of the best feeling, most destructive multiplayer shooters in years. But like any major competitive FPS, you know the fight against cheaters, it's a daily struggle. But recently, content creator John Raider published a huge interview on his channel with a person called Kenny, a cheat developer targeting Embark's extraction shooter Arc Raiders. Now, I didn't interview Kenny myself, full credit to John Raider for bringing these details to light. But when I watched it, it was a massive eye-opener for anyone that plays the finals. Because Arc Raiders and the finals share the exact same foundation. They all run off Unreal Engine 5, the same Embark ID backend, and the same security architecture, and the same type of security. And right as this conversation reached a boiling point, Embark dropped a bombshell in their official Discord. They're officially recruiting 100 players to test their own brand new in-house anti-cheat. Today we're breaking down what John Raider uncovered, why Embark's dumping third-party plugin tools and building their own in-house anti-cheat, and what this actually means for the health of the finals also. In John Raider's interview, Kenny laid out how he reversed engineered client-side protections early on in the game. Beyond standard aimbots and EPS, he claimed to have built tools that manipulated game lobbies, targeted specific streamers, and even exploited back-end server logic to reverse account bans, especially for cheaters. Now, taking the cheat developer's word at 100% or not wasn't just about aimbotting, it was where the game trusted its code. When anti-cheat relies too heavily on client-side checks on a user's PC, cheat developers will eventually find a way around it. John Raider's interview exposed that modern security isn't just about catching someone snap on the crosshair, it's about making sure your backend servers never trust rogue client requests in the first place. So the question is, why does Arc Raiders interview matter to us in the finals? Simply because Embark uses an unfiltered architecture across all the games. Both run on Unreal Engine 5, both rely on the Embark's ID for account and party systems, and both rely on a mix of third-party anti-cheat and behavioral tracking. Now, if there's an IP loophole or session ticket flaw in one game's backend, it's going to exist in the other. But the flip side is also true. If Embark hardens the security infrastructure for Arc Raiders, those fixes will carry on with the finals. I just want to clarify that cheaters in Arc Raiders and the cheater in the finals, very different, way more prevalent in Arc Raiders. But I've seen a lot of other content creators and stuff like that, especially in ranked higher ranks, Platinum, Diamond and above. They're running into a lot more cheaters than what you really should be. Now this brings us to the Discord news. Embark is now listing testers for their own proprietary in-house anti-cheat. Now this is huge because for a long time, studios have relied on off-the-shelf anti-cheat software or AI behavioral watchers like AnyBrain. And while AI is great at detecting inhuman mouse snaps, behavioral tracking is basically just watching the symptom. It doesn't fix the broken pipe in the server logic. But by building this new in-house cheat software, Embark is doing what top-tier studios like Riot Games have done, taking total ownership of the security pipeline. Now, an in-house system means they can code direct server checks specifically for the finals' unique destruction and physics engine. They don't have to wait on third-party vendors to push security updates when a new bypass drops. They can also integrate server-side validations directly with Embark ID. Now, I just want to keep this real for a minute. I'm not sitting here trying to play PR for Embark and pretend everything's fine. If you play ranked cash out regularly, you know how annoying it is that you spend 15 minutes fighting for a tournament spot only to get wallbanged across the map by a fresh account. It ruins the grind, wastes your time, and is just a big loss of RS. Now, with the Discord announcement asking for 100 testers, it's a step in the right direction, but announcements like these aren't going to be straight away within a day. Now, I love playing the finals, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give the devs a free pass. There's clearly players that are frustrated because when reports feel useless or ban waves take weeks, just the integrity of the game suffers. We don't need PR talk, we need this new in-house anti-cheat and server-side fixes to eventually work when they roll out to the live game. Investigators like John Raider's interview put necessary pressure on developers, and seeing Embark's built in-house tool, but the proof's going to be in the future and in the gameplay. I just want to give a huge shout out to John Raider for his initial report. Now, what do you guys think about Embark building their own in-house anti-cheat? You signing up for the test? And how are your ranked lobbies feeling lately? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Drop a like if you appreciate this breakdown. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on the finals. I'll see you later.